Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and today I'm going to be talking to you about my Tamron 70 to 180mm lens for Sony. It's a bit dirty. So this lens, I have two lenses at the moment and a third one on the way. So the video I just posted, I've literally just recorded it, was my 1 year review of the Tamron 17 to 70. So I'll leave it linked up here and down below if you want to go ahead and watch that one. This is the 1 year review of the 70 to 180. So I have two lenses. I have the 17 to 70 and then this one 70 to 180. I've also just bought, that should be in the post arriving in the next couple of days, the Tamron 11 to 20. So that'll be coming soon. So I have basically from 11 to 180. Anyway, this video is all about the Tamron 70 to 180. So this is f2.8 for the whole range. So it's not one of those lenses that the more you zoom in, the less blur you have in your photographs, the less bokeh you have. This does have f2.8 for the whole 70 to 180, and this has been, it was a big investment, honestly. It was about $1,000 when I bought it, I believe. So it was quite expensive, and it was a little bit of a like, oh, I don't know if I should spend that money on a lens because it's expensive. That is, like, for me, that was a lot of money. And honestly, it's a lens I don't use all the time. So the lens that I use 95%, 99% of the time is the one I'm filming on right now, the Tamron 17 to 70. That is my ride or die. If I could only have one lens in my life, it would be that one. This is like an added bonus. This is like the cherry on top. So if that 17 to 70 doesn't quite get close enough to what I want to photograph, I will use this one. And like I said, it's not a lens that I reach for all the time, but it is a lens that when I want it and I have it, it's bloody fantastic. So the zoom range on this is crazy. You can get so close, especially because I'm using a Sony a6600, which is a crop sensor camera. So this is actually even more zoomed in than what it says. But yeah, it's fantastic. It is quite big and quite chunky. I'm not going to go through the specs in terms of the size and the weight and all that good stuff. I'm going to leave it linked down below in an Amazon link. So if you want to go ahead and find out more information or maybe buy it, I'll leave that link down below. So it is quite big, as you can see. I mean, that's quite a chunk. It's quite a good size and it is quite heavy. So it's not something that you can like throw in your purse and just carry it around with whatever. Like you can feel this weight in your bag. It is very heavy, but it is also such a great lens. It's very fast, it's very sharp. I have absolutely loved using it. So this comes in handy when I'm photographing things like, I'm thinking, for example, of last summer I was in France and we went to Gorge de Verdon, which is, was it Gorge de Verdon? No, it's something else. Gorge de Galamoose. We went to Gorge de Galamoose, and on this lens I took kind of wide angle shots of the whole, basically it's a big gorge, so there's big rock faces coming down and then there's water through the middle. So I use this lens to kind of photograph the whole thing, and then I use this lens to get some close-up shots of the Gorge de Galamoose, and it was incredible. Like the amount that you can see with this lens, the amount that you can zoom in with this lens is insane. I have considered getting one of the like 200 to 400 lenses, or an even further zoom. I just don't know if I would actually carry it around with me, because photography gets to the point where you're carrying so much around, it's so heavy that it just becomes not fun anymore. This was also brilliant actually in Peru. So we went to Oxapampa, which is kind of over the Andes and in the middle of the jungle, basically in the rainforest, not rainforest, cloud forest. And I set this up on my tripod with my camera and filmed some birds, and it was incredible because you could get quite close to the action without actually being close and scaring the birds away. If I have that footage, I think I might have lost it. If I have it, I'm going to play it over the top so you can see. But it is a really great lens for video and also photography, and I have bloody loved it. Like I said, it is expensive, but it's been amazing. So I do carry this around in my Peak Design 6 litre everyday sling most of the time. But yeah, it's heavy, it's big, it's built like a bloody rock, like it is heavy and big, but the quality has been amazing. It's one of those things that you kind of, I ummed and ahed because it is so big and so expensive and so heavy, but actually it's one of those lenses that when you want a zoom lens, it really comes in handy. It's not something you use every single day, but when you want it and you have it, it's really great. In terms of ease of use, I don't ever use the manual focus ring. I always just use autofocus on my Sony a6600. I do like the fact that this one comes with a lock system, so you can lock the lens. Well, so that one's open, so you can open it, and then you switch that and you lock it, and then you can't open that again. So that's really great for when it's in my bag, so I'm never going to kind of break it or damage it or anything like that. It does come with one of these. I forgot what this is called in my previous video as well. So it does have that. It has the Tamron, obviously the lens protector thingamajig. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I really, really enjoyed it, and it's not something I'd recommend to everyone. I don't think it's an essential part of your photography equipment. I think having a good camera, so whatever you can afford is obviously the best thing for your camera bag. What I use is the Sony A6600 and the Tamron 17-70. That is my like go-to. If you do want to do things like nature photography, bird photography, any kind of zoomed in stuff, I would recommend this. It has been brilliant, and I think it's well worth the money. Well worth the money. I've just said that and now I'm thinking, was it? Yeah. I don't use it as much as maybe I should for the amount I paid for it, but it is bloody good. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'm not looking to sell it. I'm not like, oh my God, I've never used it, I'm gonna sell it. I am keeping it. So yeah, if you are wondering whether to buy this or not, if you have the budget, if you have the space in your bag and you don't mind carrying around an actual brick, I'd recommend it. If you're after something a bit smaller, something a bit lighter, something a bit more versatile, maybe the Tamron 17-70. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say apart from the fact that I love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was somewhat informative, even though I don't know if I actually said much. I don't know. That's my view on the lens anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.